Hello, bird enthusiasts. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's crucial for all backyard birdwatchers. We're discussing the 5 birds you don't want at your bird feeder and why it's best to keep them away. So, let's get started. Five birds you don't want at your bird feeder. Number 1. The crow. First up, we have the crow. These intelligent birds are known to dominate feeders, scaring away smaller birds and consuming large amounts of food. Their presence can deter the diversity of birds in your yard. The crow is often considered an unwelcome guest at bird feeders for several reasons. Intimidation. Crows are larger and can be quite intimidating to smaller birds, often scaring them away from the feeder. Consumption. They tend to eat a lot, which can quickly deplete the food supply intended for a variety of smaller birds. Behavior. Crows are known to be clever and may figure out ways to monopolize the feeder, making it difficult for other birds to get a chance to eat. Flocking. They often travel in groups, and when one crow finds a food source, others are likely to follow, leading to a crow takeover at the feeder. For these reasons, many bird enthusiasts prefer to discourage crows from their bird feeders to maintain a peaceful and diverse birdwatching experience. Number 2. The grackle. Next, we have the grackle. With their loud calls and aggressive behavior, grackles can quickly take over a feeder, pushing smaller birds aside and hogging the seeds for themselves. Grackles are often not the most desired visitors at bird feeders for several reasons. Aggressive behavior. Grackles can be quite bold and aggressive, often bullying smaller birds away from the feeder. Large numbers. They tend to flock in large numbers, which can overwhelm feeders and consume large amounts of food quickly. Food depletion. Their presence can lead to rapid depletion of birdseed, leaving little for other birds. Nesting habits. Grackles may also disrupt the local ecosystem by stealing the young from other birds' nests. These behaviors make grackles less than ideal guests at bird feeders, as they can prevent a diverse range of birds from visiting and feeding peacefully. Number 3. The European Starling. The European Starling is another bird to watch out for. These birds travel in large flocks and can empty your feeders in no time, leaving nothing behind for other species. The European Starling is often considered an unwelcome visitor at bird feeders for several reasons. Aggressive behavior. They are known for their aggressive behavior towards other birds, often causing disturbances and driving away smaller species. Feeding habits. Starlings have a bad reputation for loving suet and can consume an entire suet cake in one day, which can be costly and leave little for other birds. Flocking. These birds travel in large flocks and can quickly deplete the food supply at feeders. Nesting disruption. They are very aggressive at claiming their nesting sites, often displacing more desirable native cavity nesters such as bluebirds and purple martins. Invasiveness. Introduced to North America in the 1890s, they have since become an invasive species, thriving in urban areas and often outcompeting native birds for resources. Due to these behaviors, bird enthusiasts often use starling-proof feeders or offer foods that starlings don't prefer, like Niger seed, whole peanuts, and nectar, to discourage them from dominating bird feeders. Number 4. The brown-headed cowbird. Moving on, we have the brown-headed cowbird. Cowbirds are brood parasites, meaning they lay their eggs in other birds' nests. Having them around can harm the local bird population's breeding success. The brown-headed cowbird is a unique bird that is often unwelcome at bird feeders for several reasons. Brood parasitism. Cowbirds are known for their brood parasitic behavior, where they lay their eggs in the nests of other bird species, leading to a decrease in the host bird's offspring. Feeding habits. At feeders, they prefer grains like oats, milo, and millet, which can attract them in large numbers. Disruption. Their presence at feeders can disrupt the feeding patterns of other birds, as they tend to visit large hopper or platform feeders that are accessible to many bird species. Population impact. The spread of cowbirds has been linked to the decline of songbirds in North America, as their parasitic nesting habits affect the reproduction of the host species. To deter brown-headed cowbirds, it's recommended to use feeders designed for smaller birds, such as tube feeders with short perches and smaller ports, and to avoid platform trays or spreading food on the ground. This helps to maintain a healthy and diverse bird population in your backyard. Number 5. The hawk. Lastly, we have the hawk. While majestic, hawks can be a threat to the safety of smaller birds at your feeder. Their presence can cause stress and panic, disrupting the peaceful feeding environment. Hawks at bird feeders can be a concern for several reasons. Predatory nature. Hawks are skilled predators and can pose a threat to smaller birds that visit feeders. Hunting behavior. They often use high vantage points to watch for prey and may target areas where birds congregate, such as feeders. Disruption. The presence of a hawk can cause panic and stress among the smaller birds, disrupting their feeding patterns. Feeder avoidance. Smaller birds may start avoiding the feeder altogether if they feel threatened by hawks, which can reduce the diversity of birds in your yard. Ecosystem impact. Regular visits by hawks to bird feeders can alter the natural behavior and distribution of birds in the area. To create a safe environment for all birds, it's recommended to place feeders near natural cover like trees or shrubs, providing smaller birds with escape routes and shelter from predators. This helps maintain a balanced ecosystem and a peaceful birdwatching experience. And there you have it, folks, the 5 birds you might want to discourage from visiting your feeders. Remember, it's all about balance and ensuring a safe and welcoming space for a variety of birds. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more birdwatching tips and tricks. See you in the next video.